Hey y'all, it's Vonnie with the Get Down Podcast, and we are back with another video. Please hit the subscribe button and share this channel too with anyone and everyone that you know. As y'all can see from the title of it, I don't know if y'all been getting any news or listening to any news. Anytime that is pertaining to the Dallas Cowboys, everybody always tunes in. It's always something major. Well, this is about Micah Parsons, of course, and it might be a little rumor. His contract may be extended, it might not be extended. He might end up going to a different team. We don't know that. We're not sure. But when a player kind of starts acting out and stuff like that, it's really time to get rid of him. And not saying that Micah has really been doing that, but he has been voicing his opinion on different things and stuff. So, like I said, anytime it's a big headline regarding the Dallas Cowboys, because they're supposed to be America's team, it's kind of somewhat the talk of the town, you know, and the CEO and the brand officer, he's addressing pretty much about Micah Parsons, and he will be playing in the opener when they play against the Philadelphia Eagles and all this stuff. So it's the contract is either going to be extended where they come to an agreement, where they come to a deal. And Jerry Jones, he know that Micah's a great player. He's one of the best players on the defensive side that he has had since he's been owner of the Cowboys, and he knows that. Micah has put himself in a position where he can be up there with the greats, where he can be up there legendary. So they are confident that he's going to play in the opener, but don't be surprised if we do end up seeing him in another uniform down the line in the future. They, when players don't really feel like they're getting paid what they should get paid because they're performing a little bit better or they just been with the team for so many years or whatever the case is, etc. They want to be paid their dues. Give, like the saying goes, give credit where honor is due. Well, pay the men that you see needs to be paid that amount, X amount of dollars and stuff. So who knows? We might see Micah continue to be with the Cowboys. We might see him take a different direction. He is from Philly. Even if that was to happen, I could see him playing with Philly. He'll still be within the same division, but you're going back to your original hometown, which is good. But we're gonna see what happens. Let's just read this article, what ESPN had to say about it, okay? The Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons do not appear any closer to a contract extension that they were at the start of training camp. But coach Brian Schottenheimer is confident the Pro Bowl edge rusher will be available for the September 4th season opener against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think at the end of the day, we feel like Micah's going to be out there when we line up against Philadelphia here in 15 days or whatever it is. Schottenheimer said before Wednesday's practice. Is that with or without an extension? I don't know. Shoot, y'all tell me. Is that with or without an extension? Like I said, don't be surprised if we end up seeing Micah Parsons in like a whole different uniform, because it could possibly happen. That could possibly happen. I feel good that Michael's going to be out there against the Philadelphia Eagles. Schottenheimer said Parsons has not participated in a training camp practice either in Oxnard, California, or the past 2 days at the start. He has been part of the walkthroughs and team meetings. He mentioned at the start of the camp that he was dealing with back tightness and received treatment for a time while in Oxnard. The Cowboys and Parsons agent David Maluheta, I think that's how you say the name, I don't want to butcher it, have not had discussions on a new deal. So this is not even being talked about right now. It's not. But hey, if he starts acting out more and more, and he just starts saying things more and more, we kind of know the direction that it's going to lead to as far as Micah goes. You know, owner and general manager Jerry Jones said he believed he and Parsons came to an agreement on the framework of a deal in March, but there have been no talks since. Okay, so this is a couple of months back, but y'all got to somewhat have that conversation continue going. We in August. We are almost here at the beginning of the season. The football season is going to be starting here in the next couple of weeks. Y'all got to continue to have these talks to where he either going to continue to live out and play the Dallas Cowboys and retire at that point, or he going to be switched over to another team. Maybe his home team, maybe a team that nobody can really see him with, but he would be a good benefit for XYZ. It needs to be talked about. This ain't just no quiet thing, Jerry. Of course, it's just everything is about money to you. It's not really about how the player feel or anything like that. And Denzel Washington said that on First Take when he was on there with uh Stephen A. Smith and Molly. And Spike Lee was on there with him too. That came out of his mouth. Those words came out of Denzel's mouth. That you only are concerned about money. You're not concerned about your players. So if Micah keeps acting out or whatever the case is, don't really show up for practice, whatever case, I mean, we gonna know. We're gonna know the deal at the end of the day, Jerry. We are. Parsons is set to make $21.324 million this season on the fifth year option of his rookie deal. After this week, and once the 53-man roster is finalized, the Cowboys have scheduled just a handful of practices to focus completely on the Eagles. When does Schottenheimer need to see Parsons practice? Micah's another guy. He takes great care of his body. Again, you like it sooner rather than later, but Micah is going to be prepared. Schottenheimer said, I go back to the thing that each situation is different. Micah knows his body as well as anybody. The best thing of him being here is that he has been able to do some of the walkthroughs. He has been able to be in the meetings. He understands some of the calls and the different packages and stuff that we're going to use. That's a huge difference. Then obviously the physical side of it, usually the players are the experts with where their bodies are. Without the on-field work, Parsons could susceptible, to getting hurt, particularly with a soft tissue injury. Yeah, those injuries, or even if it's like he said, it's with his back, those injuries, I mean, they be prolonging really on a player. They injure them. It'd be a lot of hurt, That has to play into factor too. Again, back with Jerry Jones. Do you care about money or do you just care or do you care about your players too? Or is it both? You gotta take money out the picture right away. Because right now it's just on your blinders, just like this. It's just on your glasses, just like this, like how the framework is for the glasses. That's how the money is for you, Jerry. But you gotta think realistically and actually care for your players. You need to care for them. You really do. At the end of the day, you got to change directions. You have to do things. It's not just getting on a treadmill. There has been a change of directions, things like that, Schottenheimer said. Injuries are part of the game. Again, I have complete faith in our strength staff, our trainers, and all that they're doing the things they need to do for him to go out and perform well. Micah's obviously a pretty good football player. One thing he has not lost the ability to do is rush the passer and make plays, which is true. He never lost that at all. The Cowboys have to make the final cut to 53 players by Tuesday. Though Schottenheimer has confidence Parsons will be available against the Eagles, his status will affect how the Cowboys put together the team, which can make them keep an extra pass rusher. All those things will play into things. Schottenheimer says, well, he's so confident that Micah's going to be out there playing. I mean, I hope so. Hopefully, But, I mean, like I said, down the line, if we end up seeing him in a different uniform, then we know why. We know why. And a lot of times, a lot of players really don't really care to show up for practice, let alone play on the field regarding their contracts, especially if nobody has came to an agreement of how many more years I'm going to be playing with y'all and the amount of money that I'm going to be getting. Like all of that has to be taken into consideration. It does. All that got to be taken into consideration, So we'll see if he'll be out there, opener playing against the Eagles, you know. But it is what it is with that when it comes to that. If you guys enjoyed this video, fat thumbs up, comment down below what you think of this video. Share this channel too with anyone and everyone that you know. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. That way you can be notified every time I drop videos on this channel. Now, we'll try to be more consistent and uploading a little bit more, but y'all got to give me topics too as well to talk about. That way it can be pleasing for y'all to see as well. So if that is all, I'll see you guys later. Peace.